guys, we are on our... Where are we going?
We're going to see Bashar, channeled by Daryl Anka in Englewood, New Jersey.
After how long?
After...
Well, it's not after.
Years.
Like, we never seen him before.
After many years of knowing of his existence, we finally get to see him in person.
And all his teachings, like, was gold. We never seen the guy, but we followed his teachings, and but we're making ourselves some sandwiches in the car because we can. Okay, here we go. Making sandwich in the car. How it's like to make sandwiches in the car. Okay, I'm thinking, do you want whole part, the whole thing, or like a little bit?
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Okay, so we're going to do up to half. Okay, so a half of the half. Okay. And then we got ourselves a handy dandy KNIFE. This is cool what you did with the spoons. Okay,
I see that.
I'm doing it for the camera.
I see that going. There's no way my girl don't know how to cut bread.
Yeah, there's no way.
I'm ready to bring the vacuum next time.
Okay, this is how it looks. What goes first?
Mayo.
Wrapped really nice. I'm gonna put this over my lap. Distribute the sandwich so far. Okay, so this is the process of the sandwich. We snacking. And of course, amazing day of rain, but don't worry. Rain does not stop us from traveling. But I'm not as excited as I was these other 3 days. Like the first day I was like, the second day I was like, the third day I was like, but now I'm like, today, the day of the event, I'm like, oh yeah. We just make the turn right here, and we'll be here. Whoa! Oh, my stomach is hurting. My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts. Ow! Ow! My stomach is hurting. Right? Is this the spot? The green, whatever. Right? Wow. Okay. We got our ticket. Where's the other one? This one. Cool. All right, let's go. Yay, look at that. Let's look at our wristband.
The water thing, you can't bring that inside, okay?
Water?
Yeah, you can't bring it inside.
Oh, shit.
Yes. You can open in the app. Sometimes they let you tell them in the app that you're in another country. I can't. Because then I just spend a bunch of money.
So they're playing their music and I don't want to get copyrighted. And we got upgraded seats, guys.
Guys, we did it. We're here. Wow.
So I was telling my man to take a TikTok video of me in the place, but we were such a chicken because they told us we can't record or take any photos, but I forget, they meant don't take it when Bashar is talking, not like when the event didn't even start, right? We were just such following rules, I don't know. We were supposed to be all the way in the back of the row.
All right, guys, so we're done with the first session, right? How was it?
It was very funny. Very comical.
Because people made it very funny.
But it's too cold in there.
It's so
Very
cold.
cold.
So cold. I wonder if it needs to be that cold for Bashar to stay in that, Gerald to stay in that state, whatever, like the cold is needed or something.
I don't think it's him.
Make me the sandwich, please, because I'm hungry. Anyway, Bashar sound exactly the same. Just like how he does in his videos. Exactly the same. We had so much fun. Like, a lot of repetition was happening. And, like, with his feedback, things he was saying. And I feel like this transmission, I heard this before. Did you feel like that?
We did hear it before. We did another one very similar.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good. And then that guy who met the extraterrestrial was so good too. I didn't feel scared because I really thought I was gonna feel like some kind of wave. You know how like when you're in the beach or next to water and then the wind come and the ripple or something, like, so, I don't know, like shh.
I don't get that wrong.
None of that. I was not scared. So I'm like, I'm not gonna be scared to see my higher self and stuff. You know, not my higher self, all my guides or other extraterrestrial beings. I know, because he was keep telling the people, oh, ask your guide, one of the guy, when he had, the guy had the greatest questions of all. He combined all the questions we all had and then come into one perfect long sentence. Well, I was like, yes, all the questions right there. We all want to ask.
I already knew the answer.
Follow your highest excitement.
All that just to say that in the end. But I already knew he was. I knew that's exactly.
That reminds me. We said follow your highest excitement. So when we say, we want magic, ability, powers, those are our excitement. And those are in our field.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just like.
I know we're gonna get there.
No.
Right now we're going through the
Learning
journey.
how we get there.
It's,
I got these June berries. Man. Oh yeah, the cheese is melted a little. So, like, he had absolute all the questions, things that I wanted to ask out and put it all together. And then he did it a couple times. He is so sneaky.
right.
He's so sneaky. And I understood everything. He was regurgitating.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, in all the right way. It was so good. And you know, it made me realize how he was like, oh, ask your guide to help you, guide you this. And that made me, because I'd be like, oh, my guides or extraterrestrial, whatever, help me. And I'd be like, oh, I don't get the help really, you know. And then now that I look at it, I think about the times, you know, when I did have these experiences, even though I didn't see them physically. You know, because my thing is like, I want to see them physically. But it's okay if I don't see them physically.
You know, 'cause all of them aren't even physical anyway.
Yeah, but I thought they would like come in a different, like, Pleiadian color looking, you know, all the stuff they're saying. You want to open up more? Like, a long way? You see what I'm saying? Okay, let's step it. You know, I thought they would come, like, with a physical appearance, but they don't. Or, like the way, because I think I would find it very mystical or whatever if they came in, like a, I don't know, I will give you an example, like, you know how they say angel comes or whatever, or like, you know, like that. But like one day I seen like my parents' neighbor lady, she was guiding me, you know, and I'm like, you know, looking at her face, I'm like, she ain't special. Right? And then now it makes me think like, she came as she is my guide, but not her specifically. It just came through her, the image of her, because I'm comfortable seeing her, you know. It doesn't freak me out by seeing her, you know, and I don't second question, like, you know how Bashar was talking to the guy today, and the guy, he was talking so much, he's like, I got sidetracked from the main point, you know.
I already knew that was the actual answer.
Yeah.
But the guy didn't understand that was the answer.
Yeah. You know, I kind of forgot what the question was.
I didn't.
What was the question he said?
He was saying that his face hurt.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had the sensation in his face and how to get rid of it. And then Bashar said, okay, well, what are you passionate about? Are you doing what you say? Following your highest excitement. And that's how it went.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look at our wristband. It says Bashar Communication. Oh, no.
Bashar channeled by
Daryl Anka. June 14th. You know, this is so, like, I looked at the 14th. I'm like, what is something supposed to happen on the 14th? What happens on the 14th? Or something. I don't know. But, it was so good. It was so good.
It was just cold. I just don't like the cold.
Yeah. I don't like the cold either. That's why I asked you for it.
You tolerated it longer than I did.
Right? It's because when I go in my states, I come out, I'm this cold. Okay.
That's right now.
Hi guys. So the second meditation, I had to change the location and everything. So this is a couple days later. So the second time we went in, it was only I think the live meditation, and it wasn't even live. It was like a pre-recorded from Bashar, and everybody just meditated for however long. And we specifically went for the meditation because when you get the meditation only in person, you don't get it when you view the videos later on. So, and because they were doing like a open contact, will help you have a better open contact with the meditation. That's why I wanted to go, because my guides had told me, the Pleiadian told me that I'll be one of those people to see the hybrids or the extraterrestrials before the everybody sees the open contact. Everybody has open contact. I'm one of those people. So I was like, I wanted to make the energy more focused, and so I get used to it and I don't freak out. So that's why I went, because it would help me to have better alignment when I'm meeting them and I'm not freaking out. And it was really good, and they in the meditation, Bashar showed us few of the beings that we're gonna see, and images of few beings that we're gonna see. And when I look at it, and I'm like, oh my goodness, these are so different than the ones we watch in the TV shows. I remember back in the days, early in the 20s or mid 20s, we watched Power Ranger. They made the extraterrestrial look so creepy and scary. Or if you watch a regular media movie, whatever, they show you how they're coming here, abduct people, or to take over Earth, take over humanity. It's nothing like that. They don't look scary. Yeah, they just kind of look so different. But these beings did not look anything scary at all. I was just like, what? Like, these movies and TV shows fooled us so much, thinking, and we were thinking, oh, they look so scary and creepy. They don't look nothing like how they've been showing us, and I was like, all right, I can deal with this, because this is not scary as how like the media has been telling us, portraying that, oh, they look like this, they could look like this. The beings that the Bashar showed us did not look anything close to what we see in social media at all. And I was very comfortable and very cool. And then towards the end, the funny thing is, when I first walked in, I saw the security guard, and I was like, oh my gosh, man, that's Bashar. I'm like, that's Daryl. Why is? And I was like, he's like, no, that's not Daryl. I'm like, I was like, no, that's Daryl. He's like, okay, why would Daryl be here as a security guard? Maybe in the beginning when people didn't know him so much, then he would just introduce himself. But now he's so big, he doesn't have to do that. I'm like, oh, that's okay. And I was like, it'd be so nice, to see him, whatever. But towards the end, we were speaking to this other person that was sitting next to us. It was so nice, and I wanted to meet everybody that I could, and like talk about the experience, because I never met people so much of talking about Bashar. It's just me and my man and like his family, and that's it. We don't physically know anybody else that is into Bashar as much as we are. And then and so that's why I wanted to know everybody, as much as I can. Like, how did they get into it? What made them come to Bashar? Like, it's just so cool to see how Daryl started living out his excitement. He questioned himself, and he because he lived his excitement, he explored on like what's going on, and instead of giving up, we are the fruits of his labor, of Daryl and Bashar's labor work. We are the fruits of his labor. And I looked at the seatings, and I was just like, it's so full of so many people, so many like-minded people. It just made me so happy. So anyway, I was meeting up with other people, and all of a sudden I see somebody talk to Daryl, and I was like, oh, that's Daryl, that's Daryl, that's Daryl. And so I went, and I was like, oh, I want to talk to him. And so I was waiting patiently, like next to, because he was talking to one of the guys, I don't know who it was, and I'm like, I really want to talk to him. And so I went over, and then I could hear the security guard like, oh, is he supposed to come out? I think he came out, and the people are trying to take pictures with him. They can't do this, he's not supposed to pop out like this. It was just all of a sudden now, so there are other people lined up, and it was me who was just like so eager. I'm like, no, please don't say it. I don't, and I was like, okay, maybe if I can't take a photo, I would like to at least talk to him for a bit, just like 5 seconds or whatever, just to tell him like how amazing he is, and like he just changed my world, you know, and because he followed his excitement, he's followed his intuition, or he followed that weird feeling, like, why am I feeling that weird feeling, that, I don't know, eerie feeling. And so, yes, I got to talk to him. I was like, hi, my name is Parveen. And so, yeah, I shook his hand, and then and we took pictures. Oh my goodness. And then the girl or lady, the woman who was with us, she took a picture with him as well. So it was me, my man, we took pictures with Daryl, and then the lady took her picture. And I was just like, and they were like, the girl was like, I am so shocked that I got to take a picture. I'm so happy I stuck around with you guys. And I was like, I knew it was gonna happen, or something similar, but I just didn't know what. And my man was like, girl, you did it. You knew this, like, unconsciously. I'm like, I really wanted to see him. I really wanted to, like, 10 plus years I know him, you know. I think 10 plus years, or I was just say 10 years I know of him. It could be less, 10 years or less. So I knew of him, and I was just like, I used to watch him in the screen. He sound exactly like how he sounds on screen, you know, when I'm in my couch and at home on my couch watching this his seminar. Exactly the same. Daryl. And it was so I saw Rochelle, what's her name? Oh my goodness, I can't even remember. I could be saying, you know how the lady he calls, hey, Narnia, and I was like, oh, I know it. Her name is coming to me, but I don't know, it's going away. So yeah, I was like, oh, I wanted to take pictures with her too, because she's cool as well. But yeah, she dipped, so I was like, it's okay, you know. I just wanted Daryl to know I am so thankful and grateful to him, you know, for helping me discover myself, you know, for me to live my true self and to know more about me, of who I am and the things I can do, you know. And I was just like in so much awe, and I was talking so much. I was like, okay, I don't want to talk so much and take so much of your time, because I know the security guard over here is uncomfortable with me talking to him and interacting with him. So, and I didn't want to keep him waiting, like if he has to go somewhere, right? And so yeah, and we quickly talked, and it just ended so well. And I want to say thank you to the Bashar communication people. Thank you for having the event. It was my first time ever going to his seminar. I'm so grateful, I know, and I'm so grateful for everybody that went there. I had such a blast. I feel like he hasn't laughed in his videos so much for so long, you know, and this time we all laughed. We had such an amazing time. Like, I didn't really feel cold as my man felt cold. It was really cold because today, like for a couple of days, I can feel it in my throat right here, all the cold air. Like, I have a cold right here. It's really, it got a little bit better, but it was so hard to touch, you know, because of the cold. And I didn't feel it at that time because I was so excited and I was so happy. Keep glowing and improving yourself, you know. Follow your highest excitement, because that is a gift. When you follow your highest excitement, which that allows other people to receive the gift that you have. Because when you don't follow your highest excitement, and you're just preventing others from living the best of their life, you know. So let's start living our little by little, you know, just a little. I'm gonna end my video over here. If you guys have any questions, please comment below, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, because we are growing. I think we have 258 subscribers now. Thank you, and welcome to New Babies YouTube family, right?